artificial intelligence and virtual reality. What are the implications for tertiary education? I'll just give you some examples which could suggest future directions. MOOCs and the interaction of hundreds of thousands of students results in large masses of data. The rise of big data is vitally important for the functioning of many services such as banking, airlines, etc. In learning, big data helps us to identify struggling learners, even within large groups of thousands, and to design appropriate remedial measures to help them succeed. The graph here is from a paper published by a group in Harvard and MIT. This group has used data from a MOOC in 2012 that had over 100,000 students. And one very interesting finding was that they found a correlation between the number of chapters accessed and the performance. So students who had engaged much more substantially with the course actually had better outcomes. Now, big data drives artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? It's just a broad set of computing technologies. A more specific set is machine learning, which is a combination of big data and algorithms. This is the technology behind self-driving cars, which are already a reality today. Deep learning is a particular technique of artificial intelligence and is used to draw complex inferences and is already being used in law, finance, etc. So as you can see, big data and cloud computing, the higher power of computers, etc., are critical for AI-based services. So let us look at some of the AI-based services that we are familiar with. We use spam filters in our email. As a matter of course, we are used to this. Did we know we are using artificial intelligence? Maybe not. Tagging faces on Facebook is again very commonplace. That's again driven by artificial intelligence. The Google Translate online service is another example of AI use. Uber can tell us the exact time of arrival of travel with great accuracy, and sometimes the personalized suggestions in Amazon seem quite magical because they seem so geared to our own preferences. So these are things which we are used to in daily life. AI can aggregate millions of news items to produce credible news feeds. We've all heard of Reuters, the well-known international wire service, which has built and deployed Tracer, an AI service which can detect news faster than an army of news professionals. It's also good at detecting and explaining unexpected events well before trained news professionals can, and I wonder if Tracer can predict the outcome of the elections tomorrow. But there's also a flip side. When technology becomes so powerful, it can, in the wrong hands, do anything. If used unethically, AI can also be harnessed to generate fake news. There is well-meaning popular software, such as Adobe Voco. It can mimic a person's voice. But if it goes in the wrong hands, it can make that voice utter words that were never said, according to a BBC report. A writer in Forbes magazine recounts how engineers from Pindrop, an AI company, pulled his voice from YouTube, fabricated some comments, which he had never made, and it sounded exactly like his own voice. So please note the point that's being made here is that we are living in such a kind of, futuristic world that ethics is becoming more important than ever before. AI is beginning to have a presence in education. An IBM report cites one example of the intelligent tutoring system. These systems use AI techniques to simulate one-on-one human tutoring. They are able to provide timely feedback, all without the presence of a human teacher. AI, in particular, machine learning, helps to analyze and summarize the discussions in online courses so that a human teacher can guide the students towards more fruitful collaboration. Once they pick out, these students are talking about this and this group is talking about this, the machine will tell the tutor how to direct those different groups with similar interests together. So AI-enabled systems can group students with similar interests and at a similar cognitive level. Now let me give you a popular example of this that you know about, is a virtual teaching assistant at the Georgia Institute of Technology in the US.